Okay, so get ready because we're diving into a topic that I am so excited about.
Ooh, okay.
Theme park rivalry,
Oh, yeah.
specifically in Orlando.
Right.
And I think this is going to be really interesting to a lot of people because I know this is something that a lot of people keep an eye on
Yeah.
when it comes to the theme park world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely heating up right now,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
especially with
It-
Epic Universe
yeah.
coming in 2025.
You're talking big money too, right?
Big money.
Billions of dollars.
An estimated $6 billion.
Yeah, and that's just the beginning. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, just for Epic Universe.
Just for that, yeah.
Which is a whole new park.
Exactly.
It's not just an expansion.
No, an expansion.
It was a whole new separate
They're all out.
park.
Yeah.
So this is something that we're going to be pulling from an article all about this competition, this rivalry
Okay.
between Universal and Disney in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And the article is called Orlando Theme Park Competition.
Yeah.
Universal versus Disney. I know, right?
Gets right to it.
And it's really interesting because there's a lot to be excited for
Yeah.
when it comes to this new park opening.
Oh, yeah.
Just reading about all the planned attractions, it's like,
Makes you want to go.
I know,
Right now.
right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to break this down for you guys and talk about, what does this look like?
Yeah.
What does this mean for the future of theme parks in Orlando?
What does this mean for us?
Yeah, exactly. What does it mean for all of us who are planning trips there?
What does it mean for the average visitor?
For the average visitor, exactly.
Yeah.
So to jump right in, I mean, I think one of the most interesting things that this article points out is that,
Well, hold on. I mean, we got to talk about Epic Universe first.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the big thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a game changer.
it
It's
is.
massive. It's ambitious. And it looks like it's going to be amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
the scale of this thing, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And I think the real question here is, how is this going to affect the balance of power in Orlando?
Right.
Because right now, Disney's on top, but Universal's making a serious play here.
Yeah, and, for Universal, it seems like their goal is to really,
Well, they want to grab a bigger piece of that vacation pie.
yeah,
They want people to spend their entire vacation, at a Universal resort.
yeah. And they're investing in all these things to make that even easier. Right?
Oh, yeah, they're building new hotels. They're using technology to make longer stays more appealing.
Mhm.
They're thinking about everything.
Right. And so what does this mean for
Disney's
Disney?
not just going to sit back and watch.
Right.
Disney's the king,
Yeah.
and they're going to fight back.
They're going to fight back.
And one of the ways they do that is with what we call counter-programming.
Okay.
And it's basically offering different experiences to appeal to different tastes.
So, like, what kind of things?
Well, they're also investing billions of dollars in upgrades, new attractions, new entertainment. They're keeping things fresh.
Right. So they're going to be upping their game, too.
Oh, yeah, they have to.
Just as much as.
It's an arms race.
Yeah.
A theme park arms race.
And so what's an example of something like a counter program that they're doing or planning on doing?
Well, there's a lot of rumors going around about an expansion at the Magic Kingdom,
Okay.
possibly a new land based on Encanto.
Oh, wow. That's
That's huge,
that's huge.
especially with how popular Encanto is.
Yeah, that would be a really big draw for
Mm.
families,
Oh, yeah,
especially with younger kids.
absolutely.
So when we think about, okay, now I'm thinking about my own vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about, okay, if I go to Orlando now,
Yeah.
do I try to do both?
You got to shoot.
Do I have to choose?
Right.
Or is there enough at each one to fill?
Well, that's what Universal's hoping.
Okay.
They're hoping that Epic Universe, along with their other parks and their hotels, will give people enough to do for like 5 to 7 days.
Oh.
That's their sweet spot. They want people to stay within their little world.
And if they can get people to stay for that long,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That's a lot of money.
a lot of money being spent,
Not just at the parks,
right?
but at hotels, restaurants, all the other businesses around.
Yeah.
It's going to have a huge impact on the entire tourism industry in Orlando.
That's what I was going to say is like, it's not just even,
It's a ripple effect.
yeah, it's the
All
whole
city.
the whole region benefits.
Yeah.
Like more visitors mean
More jobs, more money.
more jobs, more money.
Yeah.
Yeah. More demand for all these different things.
More hotels, more restaurants, more transportation.
More everything.
More everything.
I hadn't thought about it that way. It's kind of like a rising tide lifts all boats.
Exactly. But, it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Okay.
There are some potential downsides, too.
Okay. Like what?
Well, for one thing, not all businesses are going to benefit equally.
Okay.
Some of the smaller attractions, or the ones that cater to shorter visits,
Right.
they might actually lose out
Be-
because people are spending all their time and money at the big resorts.
Okay, yeah, so there's going to be even more competition.
Yeah, and then there's the issue of infrastructure.
All right.
Can Orlando handle all these extra visitors?
That's a good point.
What about traffic? What about resources?
What about crowds?
Exactly. So it's not just about bringing in more people.
Right.
It's about managing that growth sustainably.
So thinking long term.
Exactly.
Yeah, and making sure that the city
The
itself
city, the environment.
can handle it. Everything.
Right.
The balancing act.
Wow, you really got me thinking about this in a different way.
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
We want to get people thinking.
Yeah, and I think the big question here is,
Yeah.
is this competition ultimately a good thing or a bad thing?
Right. Will it lead to a more diverse and exciting theme park experience in Orlando?
Right.
Or will one resort eventually just dominate?
We've seen this happen in other industries where competition can actually stifle innovation.
Or put smaller companies out of business?
Exactly.
And so is that going to happen here?
Who knows?
It's like, survival of the fittest.
Yeah, it's a battle for the hearts and wallets of tourists.
And only time will tell who comes out on top.
Exactly.
Wow.
A lot to think about.
That is a lot to think about.
Yeah.
So for anyone listening who's planning a trip to Orlando,
Keep an eye on this.
yeah, this is something that you need to be paying attention to.
This rivalry is going to shape the future of theme parks.
And it's going to impact your vacation.
So choose wisely.
Choose wisely.
All right.
Well, this has been another deep dive.
Fascinating stuff.
Fascinating stuff. And I hope everyone listening learned something new.
I know I did.
I know I did too. And we will catch you guys in the next one.
See ya. See ya. Bye-bye.